I have talked about this before, but I know every time I bring up something that is going on in my life, everyone goes, what? You're going to be in Londonistan? When did you say that? When did you say you were going to be in Londonistan? I don't understand. Why are you going to London? What the hell's going on? Will there be regular streams? The answer is yes, there will be regular streams. I'm going to be streaming the two talks that I'm giving both in Cambridge and also Oxford Uni. I'm going to the Cambridge Union. I'm going to in Oxford Union too. Both unis, lads. We're going there. We're talking about Israel, Palestine. It's going to be a fucking mix-it, right? We're going to do Tesco meal deals. We're going to get some fucking kebabs. Yeah, Hogwarts style. But yeah, I'm doing those two things. I haven't been like super public about it because, you know, I don't want no motherfuckers to know about this shit. I don't want nobody to know what the fuck I'm up to. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to know. Make sure you give the speech on this voice. It's the only way they will understand it. Yeah. English people don't understand if you don't have like an accent. So yeah, I got those two big speeches coming out. And apparently Norm was supposed to be debating Benny Morris at Oxford Union, but apparently Benny Morris pulled out because Ehud Olmert, he pulled out of the debate. March is coming with me to Londonistan. So I'm flying out, and tomorrow at the regular time that I would normally be live at, I will be live from Londonistan. Now, the thing is, when I go live, I'm planning on, doing my regular Tuesday stream. I also still haven't written a speech, which is crazy. Okay. It's actually fucking crazy that I have not written a speech at all. And the situation is supposed to be about, I'm supposed to be talking about Israel, Palestine, and I still have not written a fucking speech. Don't say just let ChatGPT do it. So many motherfuckers have told me that as a joke. Stop it. That gives me so much anxiety. I mean, it's not going to be like a long speech. I think it's supposed to be like 5 to 10 minutes. I told him like the format is 5 to 10 minutes of speech, then a moderated Q&A, and then afterwards just like a regular old Q&A with some people. I know that like I saw the post in my subreddit about Bonercelli's fans being like, oh, I can't wait to infiltrate this speech. What are some good questions I can ask them? Like they're like really stoked on asking me some troll ass questions. I don't know why, but have fun with that, I guess. Like they literally treat me like I'm Charlie Kirk, you know what I mean? Or Ben Shapiro. Like that's how big of an enemy I am to these guys, that they're like, oh, Charlie Kirk's coming to my school. What can I do? It's like, bro, what are you, the Young Americans for Freedom Foundation? Like what the are you doing? Like, be normal. No, literally, look at the second comment. Oh yeah, they posted this. I didn't even know that they posted this. Where is the discernment of speaker selection gone? Free Oxford from anti-Western operatives. And the anti-Israel committee continues. Is the Gestapo at the helm of the union this term? Isn't this kind of the equivalent of inviting Nick Fuentes? Such a disgraceful move. This standard has been lowered to the degree that streamers and internet boys who peddle in the shallow waters are speaking at Oxford. Taints the prestige and reputation of the institution. I like that they put my qualifications on here. On Thursday the 5th, December at 5 p.m. we'll be joined by the streamer and political commentator Hasan Piker. By the way, Ben Shapiro has spoken at Oxford Union. So I don't think it's that fucking crazy to have someone like myself speak at Oxford Union. Not sure why they think that is like so far-fetched. Ben Shapiro himself is not that far off from myself, and also on top of that, he's not exactly the most intelligent guy. Hasan Piker, also known as HasanAbi, is an American YouTuber and Twitch streamer. His content is based around the discussion of news, politics, social issues, and topical events, and he often uses his platform to debate controversial topics or issues. In 2023, Hasan Piker organized a fundraiser following the Turkey-Syria earthquake, which raised $1.2 million for various charities involved in searching for survivors and supporting those on the ground. Oxford Union is not a part of the uni. I don't fully understand what Oxford Union is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a moderated Q&A. Yeah, no, it's gonna be like a moderated Q&A and then a regular Q&A. So Jezza, unfortunately, I will not be linking up with Jezza. I actually made direct contact with him, like a bunch of people after I tweeted that. He has another thing that he's doing this week, so he won't be he won't be available. But yeah, Oxford Union is like and Cambridge Union as well, I guess, is like very it's a prestigious debating institution, I guess. I'm not a very big debate guy, as you guys know. I said yes to this because, they asked like a long time ago, and also because they wanted to talk about Israel Palestine. Bassem Youssef has been on it. Yeah, I saw this one. Bassem Youssef had been on it as well. Talks about Piers Morgan and why Arab Americans seem to prefer Donald Trump. So it's run by the students, not the uni. It's run by the students, not the fucking uni. So yeah. I mean, they've had like Anthony Scaramucci. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like they're. It's not as serious as people would place it, as people would claim it is. But the mooch. And then Cambridge Union came out as well 5 days ago. Cambridge Union is excited to announce that we will be joined by Hasan Piker on Wednesday, the 4th of December. Hasan is one of the leading voices that bridges a young digital generation, progressive politics and culture. After getting his start on the Young Turks, he began streaming on Twitch in 2018, where he became an early pioneer of live stream social commentary. The show Hasan has built on Twitch now boasts over 110 million views and was the most watched channel across the platform in 2022. We'll also be hosting a balloted meet and greet with Hasan after the main event ends. Keep an eye out on our social media for more details on how to sign up for it. No bags allowed. Attendees must be present and their membership card upon entry. Number one Champagne Socialist. Wow, this guy's the least representative of any political reasoning. Bizarre invite. The coping and seething is delicious. Yeah, it's very odd that people just lose their fucking minds over it. And yeah, Hasan coming to my university. What question do I ask? Don't ask him about Destiny. He'll just use it as an opportunity to dismiss you. Better to find some disgusting quote of his, read it out loud, and ask him what he meant by it. I agree with this. Just quote his Tibet take and ask, do you believe that Britain has the right to civilize those African nations? Probably will be good to read more about Tibet at the time. Wait, you don't even know anything about Tibet? Although it's relatively hard to have good sources, it seems like slavery was largely on its way out. I like that these guys in the process of like, the only thing they care about is just basically like dominating me in their minds. Like they just don't have any fucking firmly held convictions whatsoever. Like it's pretty funny. First of all, this is about Israel-Palestine. If you have some questions on that front, you can do that if you like. Secondly, I just don't understand. Like, what's your Tibet take? My Tibet take was that the original practice of serfdom and slavery in Tibet, instituted by the Dalai Lama, was not good, and that the Tibetans alongside the Chinese forces rose up and abolished slavery. Tibet being a autonomous region of under the control of the Chinese Empire even before Mao, and long before Mao, does not change this dynamic. Like they just previous Chinese empires did not give a shit that they were doing slavery. Mao did, okay? And they liberated Tibet. Now, the current form, the current Hanification, or not even necessarily Hanification, but like the current existing relations of Chinese sovereignty over Tibet, that's a controversial subject, and I totally understand why people are frustrated by it. And also in the process, a lot of people were, slaughtered. Having said that, however, I don't think that it is a part of Tibetan culture, I don't think it's a part of Tibetan culture. And the British equivalent between the caste system does not work in the same way, because the English came in, said that they were actually abolishing the caste system, or said the caste system was barbaric, but then utilized the caste system to their advantage. The Chinese governance did not do that. So also, depending on the audience, I'm not sure how well liked Ukraine is in Cambridge. Like, they don't even care. Brother, if you have a disagreement with me on my commentary on Ukraine, you could just like bring that up. I don't know why these guys are literally like, ooh, find something that the audience will hate him for. Like this basically shows that you don't care about the issue at all. Like you don't have a genuinely held point. You don't have a genuinely held conviction on this issue. You haven't even done like any reading beyond the fact that you've seen like bad faith generalizations about like what my position is. And you think that like, I'm not going to be able to have a conversation with you in front of a large audience when, this is going to play itself out in a similar fashion to like a gray name. Like you haven't even thought about like what my position is. You might be curious about what my position is on a particular matter. And instead you're just like, can you guys give me talking points? Like that's kind of lame. And people do it in my community as well. And when Charlie Kirk is coming to their campus or whatever, but it's like, we are diametrically opposed to Charlie Kirk's worldview. The question you should ask yourself is, are you diametrically opposed to my worldview? Are you genuinely on the opposing team? And if the answer is yes, how have you arrived at this? I don't think a lot of people understand that if you don't have a real POV on these matters, okay? If you don't have like a real, genuine, firmly held opinion on this matter, and you just come at it with like whatever fucking clips that you've seen that you've misunderstood, you're not going to get your point across. It's not going to look amazing for you.